You stood tall for decades on factory floors and kitchens, through late-night caregiving, and your legs never asked for much. Until now. So when they started aching, or feeling weak, you probably thought, it's just age. But what if it's not just time? It's collagen. You see, collagen isn't just about skin or wrinkles. It's the structural glue that keeps your joints cushioned, your ligaments elastic, and your muscles supported, especially in your legs. After 60, your body not only makes less collagen, it also absorbs it less efficiently. And when that quiet decline sets in, it shows up as grinding knees, stiff ankles, or that slow, heavy feeling when you try to rise from a chair. This isn't something you were told. Most older Americans never learned how much collagen they naturally lose, or what it quietly takes from their legs. But now you know. And the fix doesn't require starting over. Just a few smart food swaps. Things older adults are already using can help your joints feel more stable and your legs feel stronger, one meal at a time. In this video, we'll reveal 5 collagen-rich foods that are scientifically shown to support your joints, ligaments, and muscles, especially the ones that carry you every day. Each food is gentle, natural, and easy to find in an average American kitchen. You'll learn how they work, when to eat them, and why they're safer than many supplements or powders out there. Let's begin with the first one. It might already be in your fridge. But used the right way, it could quietly bring strength back to your steps. The collagen powerhouse number 1, bone broth. It might look simple, a warm bowl of broth, the kind your grandmother made when someone was sick. But inside that golden liquid is one of the most powerful natural sources of collagen your body can absorb, especially if you're over 60 and noticing the quiet signs of joint wear and muscle weakness. Bone broth isn't just comforting, it's functional. It's made by simmering animal bones, skin, and connective tissue for hours or even days. During this process, the collagen inside breaks down into gelatin peptides and amino acids like glycine and proline forms your body can absorb easily. These nutrients are the raw material your body needs to rebuild connective tissue, repair cartilage, and reinforce the collagen mesh inside your muscles, ligaments, and joints. Think of your legs like suspension bridges. Collagen is the steel cable. When it frays, joints, grind, movement stiffens, and support weakens. Bone broth is the material your body uses to patch those cables quietly from the inside out. And after 60, your body produces far less collagen naturally. It also becomes less efficient at converting collagen from food. That's why sources like bone broth, rich in natural bioavailable collagen, are so valuable. It doesn't just deliver collagen, it delivers it in the right form, along with hydrating minerals like magnesium, potassium, and phosphorus, nutrients that lubricate joints and support tissue recovery. But there's more. Bone broth also supports your gut lining, and that's essential because a healthy gut improves nutrient absorption, including collagen and the vitamins that support its use, like vitamin C and zinc. And yes, there's science to back it up. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism found that older adults who consumed collagen peptides daily saw significant improvements in joint comfort, mobility, and muscle mass in just 12 weeks, especially when combined with walking or low-impact exercise. Specifically, 72% of participants reported a noticeable reduction in joint pain, and those taking collagen performed 28% better in chair rise tests compared to the placebo group. Another clinical review from Penn State University confirmed that gelatin-rich foods like bone broth may reduce joint stiffness and pain in seniors with osteoarthritis. Researchers noted that after 10 days of gelatin intake, knee pain during movement decreased by 23% and range of motion improved in 6 out of 10 individuals. These improvements aren't just about pain relief, they're about reclaiming your ease of movement. When your joints are hydrated and your collagen matrix is supported, even basic tasks like standing, walking, and getting in and out of a car can feel easier. Let's meet Ruth. She's 76, a retired florist from Michigan. For years, Ruth dreaded gardening because kneeling hurt her knees and getting back up was a slow, awkward struggle. Her granddaughter suggested something simple: homemade bone broth. Ruth began simmering chicken backs, carrots, garlic, and apple cider vinegar in her slow cooker. She drank one warm cup with lunch and another before bed. By the end of the third week, Ruth said she could kneel beside her roses again, and the stairs no longer made her legs feel wooden. Instead, she felt a quiet resilience returning to her stride. If you'd like to try it, you don't need to make broth from scratch, though homemade is best. Choose organic, slow-simmered versions with no added sodium. Sip it warm, like tea, use it in soup, or even stir it into mashed potatoes or grains. Just 1 to 2 cups a day can begin to repair the collagen foundation that holds your joints, muscles, and bones together. Coming up next, a seafood-based collagen that absorbs fast and may help your knees feel smoother longer. The joint smoother number 2, marine collage. When most people think about seafood, they focus on omega-3s or lean protein. But for seniors aiming to rebuild weak joints and legs, the most valuable part of the fish is often what ends up in the trash. We're talking about fish skin bones and shells, the parts richest in marine collagen. Compared to collagen from land animals like beef or pork, marine collagen has a key advantage: it's easier to absorb and faster to act, especially for aging bodies that struggle with digestion and nutrient uptake. Here's why that matters. Collagen molecules from fish skin and crustacean shells are smaller and more bioavailable. That means your body doesn't have to work as hard to absorb and use them. Marine collagen is also rich in type I collagen, the most abundant type in human skin, tendons, and ligaments. Think of your joints like the hinges on a well-used door. Over time, they start to squeak, grind, and feel unstable. Marine collagen is like oiling the hinges, quietly reducing friction and reinforcing the metal beneath. After 60, your body produces far less collagen naturally. And because digestion slows with age, even high-protein diets may not deliver the same benefits they once did. That's why marine collagen offers a smart solution. It's not just collagen-rich, it's collagen-ready. Shrimp, crab, and lobster shells contain collagen, as well as chondroitin, a compound that helps hydrate joints and preserve flexibility. When boiled into a broth, these shells deliver a nourishing mix of structural proteins and joint-supporting nutrients. Fish skin, especially from wild-caught salmon, cod, or mackerel, is one of the most effective natural sources of marine collagen. Roasted, grilled, or simmered into soup, it delivers hydroxyproline and glycine, amino acids your body uses to build healthy connective tissue. And the evidence is strong. A 2021 study in the journal Marine Drugs found that seniors who consumed 2.5 grams of marine collagen daily for 12 weeks experienced a 40% improvement in joint stiffness and a 31% increase in walking speed. Another double-blind trial published in Nutrients showed that older adults who added fish skin collagen to their diets had improved knee extension strength and less soreness when climbing stairs in as little as 8 weeks. And in a 2022 clinical review, researchers noted that marine collagen may also stimulate fibroblast activity, helping rebuild the connective tissues surrounding joints and tendons. For many older adults, this translates to more than numbers. It means freedom. The ability to stand up from a chair without bracing yourself. The ease of walking to the mailbox without hesitation. The joy of taking stairs again without a wince. Let's meet Harold. He's 81, a retired Coast Guard from Maine. Years ago, he loved fishing with his old crew, but eventually, the boat's rocking made his knees ache, and he stopped going. That changed last winter when a physical therapist recommended incorporating marine collagen into his meals. Harold started grilling salmon with the skin on twice a week, and his daughter made him shrimp shell broth simmered with garlic and herbs. After just 4 weeks, Harold noticed that his legs felt lighter when stepping out of bed. By week 6, he was back at the marina gear in hand, ready for another quiet morning on the water. If you're ready to try this for yourself, start small. Add salmon with skin to your dinner once or twice a week. Save shrimp shells in your freezer to boil into broth with carrots and lemon. Or look for marine collagen powders, clearly labeled type 1, especially those sourced from wild fish. Coming up next, a common breakfast food that may unlock your body's ability to build collagen naturally and support both your joints and muscles with every bite. The collagen booster, number 3, eggs. It's one of the most humble foods in your kitchen. Easy to cook. Easy to love. Eggs have graced breakfast tables across America for generations. But what most people don't realize is, these eggs, especially their yolks and inner membranes, aren't just nourishing. They're also quiet allies in your body's battle to build and protect collagen. Unlike bone broth or fish skin, eggs don't contain collagen directly. But what they do contain is the raw material, the ingredients and helpers your body needs to create collagen from the inside out. That becomes incredibly important after 60. As we age, our natural ability to produce collagen slows. And to make matters harder, we absorb nutrients less efficiently. That's where eggs come in. They're packed with amino acids, sulfur compounds, and supportive nutrients that act as spark plugs for collagen synthesis. Let's start with proline. Proline is one of the key amino acids the body needs to make collagen. Egg yolks are a natural source, providing the building blocks your body can use to build connective tissue, tendons, skin, and cartilage. And that's just the start. Eggs also contain sulfur, an often overlooked nutrient that plays a major role in creating strong, flexible collagen fibers. Sulfur is essential for forming disulfide bonds, the chemical bridges that give collagen its structure and strength. But the real surprise is what's hidden just beneath the shell. If you've ever peeled a hard-boiled egg, you've seen it, that thin, almost transparent layer clinging to the inside of the shell. That's the eggshell membrane, and it contains tiny but powerful amounts of collagen, hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, and chondroitin. Think of eggs not just as food, but as self-contained collagen starter kits. They provide the bricks, the mortar, and even the blueprint your body needs to reinforce joints and strengthen your frame. In recent years, supplements derived from eggshell membranes have become popular, and for good reason. A 2018 study, published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, showed that seniors who took 500 milliliters of eggshell membrane daily experienced a 28% reduction in joint pain and a 34% drop in stiffness in just 4 weeks. Another study from Iowa State University observed measurable improvement in knee function and swelling reduction in older adults with osteoarthritis who supplemented with eggshell-derived collagen and glucosamine. Of course, you don't need to eat eggshells to benefit. Just eating whole eggs, especially with the yolk, can give your body the materials it needs: proline, sulfur, healthy fats, and essential vitamins. Soft-boiled, poached, scrambled. It doesn't matter how you cook them, as long as your body can digest and absorb the nutrients. Let's meet Sandra. She's 68, a retired librarian from Portland, Oregon. After years of climbing library steps and shelving heavy books, she started feeling stiffness in her knees every morning. Her doctor suggested more protein, especially from real food. Sandra decided to change her breakfast routine. She swapped toast and jam for 2 eggs a day, sometimes hard-boiled, other times folded into an omelet with spinach and mushrooms. After just 3 weeks, she said the creaking in her knees had quieted. She could rise from the couch without effort, and said she felt more lift in her step. "It's like my legs woke up," she said. "And all I did was start eating better in the morning." Not a fan of eggs? You still have options. Look for collagen boosters that include proline, sulfur-rich compounds, or natural eggshell membrane extract. But if you do enjoy eggs, they're one of the most affordable and accessible ways to support your body's collagen network, right from your own kitchen. Up next, a sweet tropical fruit that doesn't just taste good. It unlocks your collagen-building potential and gently cools inflammation from the inside. The collagen activator, number 4, papaya. It's soft, bright, and often overlooked in the fruit aisle. But papaya, one of the most enzyme-rich tropical fruits, holds surprising power when it comes to joint repair, collagen activation, and long-term leg strength after 60. Many people know papaya is good for digestion, but fewer realize it's also a secret weapon for improving the body's ability to absorb nutrients and stimulate collagen formation. Two things that tend to slow with age. Papaya doesn't contain collagen directly. Instead, it helps the collagen you eat, or the collagen your body tries to make work better. That's because papaya is packed with two critical elements: papain, a natural enzyme, and vitamin C, one of the most essential vitamins for collagen synthesis. Let's start with papain. Papain is a proteolytic enzyme, meaning it breaks down proteins into amino acids. But it doesn't just aid digestion. Papain reduces inflammation at the cellular level, especially in joint tissue. It acts like a broom and a primer, sweeping away dead cells, debris, and scar tissue while preparing the joint surface for healthy remodeling. Think of it like preparing a wooden floor before refinishing. If you don't clean sand and prime the surface, no amount of polish will stick. Papaya's enzymes do that prep work for your joints quietly from the inside out. Then there's vitamin C. Papaya contains nearly 90 mg per cup, more than most citrus fruits. Vitamin C is necessary for converting proline into hydroxyproline, the amino acid that gives collagen its triple helix structure. Without enough of it, the body can't stabilize or maintain collagen, regardless of protein intake. So in the big picture, collagen foods are your bricks, but papaya provides the mortar and the cleaning crew before the build. This combination becomes even more important after 60. As we age, systemic inflammation increases digestive enzymes, decline and oxidative stress damages collagen faster than the body can replace it. That's why integrating enzyme-rich fruits like papaya into a collagen-supportive diet isn't just a bonus, it's often the missing link. The results speak for themselves. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Food Biochemistry found that older adults who consumed papaya extract showed over 40% reduction in key inflammation markers related to joint pain and stiffness. Another observational study in antioxidants found that seniors who consumed vitamin C-rich fruits like papaya 3 times a week had significantly better joint flexibility and skin elasticity than their peers. Let's meet Darlene. She's 70, a retired physical therapist in Arizona. After decades of helping patients improve their mobility, she noticed her own joints beginning to stiffen, especially in her hands and knees. Her granddaughter, a nutrition student, encouraged her to try papaya smoothies. Darlene began blending frozen papaya with Greek yogurt, turmeric, and a splash of almond milk each morning. Within 3 weeks, she said her hands felt less puffy, and she could kneel in her garden without wincing. By week 6, her morning walks felt lighter, and she stopped reaching for the banister every time she stood up. If you want to try papaya, start simple. Choose ripe fruit with golden skin and soft flesh. Enjoy it in cubes with breakfast, frozen into smoothies, or mashed into salad dressings for a subtle tropical tang. Even just 2 servings a week can begin to shift how your body handles inflammation and collagen repair. If fresh papaya isn't available, go for frozen or unsweetened dried options. Pair it with a protein source like bone broth, eggs, or yogurt to maximize absorption and collagen support. Coming up next, a bold flavored bone strengthener that's been a Mediterranean staple for centuries and might just be the nutrient glue your joints have been missing. The Collagen Defender, number 5. Aged cheese and dairy. When we think about collagen-boosting foods, cheese rarely makes the list. But for people over 60, certain cheeses, especially aged and fermented varieties, can play an unsung but powerful role in preserving bones, supporting joints, and enhancing the body's ability to maintain collagen over time. Here's why. Aging affects more than just how we feel. It affects how our bones hold up and how our joints function. After 50, especially for women, post-menopause bone mineral density begins to decline sharply. Cartilage thins, collagen stores drop, and many seniors experience stiffness, instability, or weakness sometimes without even realizing that bone and connective tissue loss is at the core. That's where aged cheese comes in. Aged cheeses like Gouda, Parmesan, Gruyere, Emmental, and Cheddar aren't just flavorful, they're dense sources of calcium, phosphorus, and especially vitamin K2. These three nutrients are crucial in bone remodeling, helping prevent deterioration of the framework that supports joint movement and leg strength. Think of vitamin K2 as a guide for calcium, directing it into the bones where it strengthens the collagen matrix, instead of letting it drift into soft tissues or arteries where it can do damage. Without enough K2, the calcium you consume may not help your bones. It may even end up in the wrong place. This process becomes especially important when you're trying to restore strength and mobility. When bones are fortified and calcium is delivered properly, collagen fibers in the joints and cartilage can rebuild and stabilize more effectively. Now add in fermented dairy like kefir skyr or plain Greek yogurt. These aren't just good for your gut, they're allies in the collagen recovery journey. That's because your digestive system plays a huge role in nutrient absorption, and without strong gut health, you can't fully benefit from the collagen you eat or produce. Fermented dairy is rich in probiotics, which help regulate inflammation and improve digestive efficiency. But that's not all. These foods also contain bioactive peptides, natural compounds formed during fermentation, that can stimulate bone-forming cells and reduce bone loss, as shown in multiple studies. Let's look at the science. A 2017 study in Osteoporosis International reported that older adults who consumed fermented dairy daily had a 25% higher bone mineral density and a 33% lower risk of hip fractures compared to those who didn't. Another study in 2020 from Japan showed that postmenopausal women who consumed aged cheese regularly had significant improvements in bone metabolism markers, especially those linked to collagen retention and regeneration. These are more than numbers. They're indicators of renewed strength and protection. Take James, for example. He's 73, a retired music teacher from New Jersey. After years of standing on hardwood floors and climbing stairs at school, James began to notice a tugging sensation in his hips and a slight shake in his knees when he stood for long periods. His doctor flagged early signs of bone thinning and recommended vitamin K2. Rather than rely on pills, James returned to an old favorite cheese. But this time, with purpose. He began including small amounts of aged cheese in his lunch, Parmesan, over roasted vegetables, a slice of aged Gouda, with apples, and a cup of kefir each morning. Within 2 months, James noticed he could stand more comfortably, climb stairs without pausing, and even felt more lifted in his posture. Cheese made me stand taller. Literally, he laughs. So, how can you bring these into your routine? Aim for aged cheeses with natural K2 Gouda, Jarlsberg, Parmesan, Emmental. Just 1–2 ounces a day can support calcium regulation and collagen structure. Add them to salads, roasted vegetables, or eat with fresh fruit. For fermented dairy, choose plain, unsweetened varieties with live cultures, like kefir skyr or Greek yogurt. Avoid sugary versions that cancel out the benefits. Together, these two dairy powerhouses don't just flavor your plate. They help rebuild what age quietly takes away the collagen framework that supports your joints, legs, and daily confidence. Next, we'll wrap up with one final insight: how to make all of this work together for legs that feel stable, strong, and supported again. You've stood steady for others. Now, it's time to stand strong for yourself. Maybe you've raised families, supported coworkers, or held hands through hard times. And somewhere along the way, your legs, those quiet companions, started asking for help too. They're not giving out. They're giving signals, gentle reminders that your body needs more than just rest. It needs rebuilding. And the 5 foods we explored, bone broth, marine collagen, eggs, papaya, and aged dairy, each carry a piece of that solution. The best part: it doesn't have to be complicated. No new diets, no harsh changes. Just one bowl of broth, one soft-boiled egg, one brighter walk to the garden. Because strength returns slowly, quietly, one supportive bite at a time. And if this message made you pause, save it, share it, or gently pass it along to someone who's been saying, "My legs just don't feel the same." One small change, one stronger you.